First and 10, back inside the 5-yard line. We're going to see how much this play caller trusts his quarterback. How aggressive will he be from this spot?
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Impressive spin move. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
And that's a big-time run right there. Back deep inside their own 10-yard line, but they found the soft spot in the defense and took off. I think they got caught looking for a pass defensively, and it burned them big time. Great job by this offense in taking advantage what the defense gave them.
There's contact on the throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Receiver makes the catch. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. This Illinois offense is moving quickly down the field. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
And looking for a big play here. And it's intercepted as he threw it into heavy traffic that time. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, here it is, opening drive of the game. We're just trying to find that rhythm, run the ball, a couple passes, and this one backfires. The poor decision by the quarterback, that's 100% on him, and his defense now gives their own offense great field position here to get points on the board.
First down here for this offense. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the quarterback does everything right except pitch the football. The defensive end's going to take him, which is great. That's what you want. But you got to get that ball out quicker to not allow that defensive end to make that play.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Handoff to the back. Makes the catch, but the defense breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. This offense picks up the first down. They tackle it at the 44.
We'll see if the defense stays in zone after that big play. If they can change things up on this drive and get a little bit more aggressive.
Throw, the catch is made. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. On the play. Brings up second down. Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all in the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
Now it's 3rd and long for this offense. Football right at midfield. From the shotgun, drops back. Again, he's just trapped and sacked in the pocket.
I think that was a coverage sack as much as anything. They sat back in a dime defense with 6 defensive backs, and none of them blitzed. They just sat back in coverage, and the defensive line eventually came up with a sack.
And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. So the Fighting Illini offense is back out on the field now. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Fires it to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
It's a big gain across midfield all the way to the 39-yard line. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He escapes the sack. He'll take a deep shot. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he will score. Touchdown, Fighting Illini.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination of this quarterback and receiver for a big day.
Automatic on the PAT. This one will be fair caught. Start this drive. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Finally goes out of bounds after gobbling up big yardage on that run.
I mean, this guy is as fast as there is in college football, and it's so much fun to watch him when he gets out in space with room to go. And you just know the home crowd is loving this.
Defense will make the stop of what will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Let's go. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Second down, we're going to throw it. He's got it near the end zone.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the PAT is good. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Illinois sends the offense back out on the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. tackle made after a big gain.
How about the offense here dialing up a good zone beater? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Lets it go under heavy pressure, taking a shot. But this one is broken up, ball's incomplete.
Boy, really nice job by this defense. Not only do they pressure the quarterback and get after him, but I don't think they tipped their hand with their coverage. They actually waited to the last possible second to bracket this receiver, and it almost paid off for an interception.
That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down.
I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's got it now inside the 10. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
Man, I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up. You get him the ball out there in space with a couple blockers, and you get big plays like this right here.
The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Trucks through the defender. The tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. First and goal from the 9.
Every now and then, we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good, too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
Second down and goal. They're going to run the option. Pitch to the back. They've got him behind the line. The option doesn't work at all.
Boy, they're just not successful here on second and goal. But let's give a lot of credit to this defense. They've looked good on these first two opportunities by the offense. They strung that last play out and forced a loss of yardage, bringing up third down.
He's moving out of the pocket. Stopped short of the end zone. Spot the ball at the 2-yard line. Instead of trying to take the lead with a field goal, they'll keep the offense on the field on fourth down. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Illinois.
Boy, do I love watching this guy play the game. You get caught up in his ability to throw the football, but you get into a situation where it's fourth down and goal. I love that his legs are a threat. This time he finds his way into the end zone for 6 points.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. And the returner is brought down. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. First down, looking to throw the ball. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Offense getting set. Second down play here. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Chris, it feels like to me the offense is being really cautious. The defenders are just sitting back there almost playing backyard football, knowing the offense is being a little bit more conservative. Eyes on the football, stepped in front of it, and makes the pick.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Caught in the backfield. It's Lawrence. He'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time.
This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You got a first down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Not much on that play. Brought down short. Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning of this close, competitive first half. They've moved the ball into good position, but now it's 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Running out of time in the pocket. They get him down, but that's a good run, enough to move the sticks and keep this drive going.
These are the type of plays that are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him tied up. They thought they were going to be able to get him to the ground on the pass rush, but they're unable to do so. So he gets away, picks up a big first down, and now this sets up a 1st and goal inside the 10.
Illinois lines up 1st and goal now. And the single back takes the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Caught near the goal line. Tackled down at the 3 after the catch. Defense up against it now.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
And the pass is incomplete, but the defender a little too aggressive here. That should result in a first down. That penalty sets up the offense with a 1st and goal. Goes to his right side there for the completion. He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. And they'll set up now for the extra point try. PHC is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And they've got the returner corralled. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. He's going to pull it down and run. And they make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play on the scramble. He saw an opening and just went for it. A timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. And looking to throw now on 1st down. He's escaping the pocket now. Breaks loose at the 40. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And he's going to fire this one deep down the middle. Catch made down inside the 15. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The offense now operating in the red zone. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. The pass rush closing in. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
They prevent the touchdown. Ball be spotted at the 3. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Offense facing a 3rd down now. They can still get a 1st down without scoring. Quarterback's got it on the option.
Chris, we're still early in this football game. We're in the 2nd quarter. It's a critical touchdown to get their confidence to believe that they can come back and still win this game.
PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff to see if the defense can get his top and preserve that momentum. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? He's going to take off here. The defense gets him, but it's a 1st down. Shows you how dangerous he can be scrambling. And the offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Took contact on the throw. And that's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining now.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. And the pass is incomplete. We're down to just 4 seconds remaining.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Contact as he let the ball go. And that falls incomplete as time runs out in the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Illinois will kick it off to get the second half going. He'll call for the fair catch here. Offense on the field to take over. And they'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
They'll run it from the gun. He's found some room at the 45. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball, pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence.
Got space, looking to score.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the 3rd period. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. So the Illinois offense heads back out onto the field. Looking to throw it on first down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. Second down after that previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Short connection to the tight end here. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from him.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down. Looks like Illinois will have the first down.
Yeah, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it was third down in inches, lower the shoulder, get the first down.
A solid run, good for first down yardage. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Just a quick job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The shotgun handoff here. Breaking free at midfield. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. They finally get him down at the 10-yard line. Sets up a first and goal. What a play. Well, we thought we'd see that world-class speed flash at some point today, Kirk, and there it was.
There it is. It's a thing of beauty when he gets out into the open field, and I thought he was going to take it all the way to the house. You got to give these defenders some credit. Yeah, they gave up a big play, but what you love is they didn't give up and just let him walk into the end zone. They were able to bring him down. Let's see if it pays off for them in these next few plays.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Toss play to the outside. Touchdown, Illinois. And they go in front here in the second half.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. The offense continuing to build momentum. It's first and 10. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Gain makes it second and medium. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
With the defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Can he get there on the ground? Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. So the Fighting Illini offense is back out on the field now. The last drive, the ground game, was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. He's got it for a big gain. Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
A new set of downs after that completion. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Important second down play coming up. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And it's caught. Touchdown, Fighting Illini.
Great job here by the play caller going to that 5 wide receiver set. You put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups. It's very tough on this defense to try to win all the matchups and give the quarterback credit for being able to find where he wanted to go to be able to come up with that touchdown.
Turn starts inside the 15. He'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Escapes the pocket. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Gets into space at the 50. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Offense comes up to the line. He might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. First down, looking to throw the football. Here's a shot toward the end zone. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
To try the extra point. PHC is good, as still trail though. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And here's the fair catch by the return man. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The pocket breaking down. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
This offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Offense looking to throw the ball. And it's intercepted, a crushing play. That's a short return, but the pick wipes out a scoring threat that sets up the offense at the 33.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
first play of the drive to come out throwing. He's running out of time here. He's looking to scramble. And we're able to get him down. Second down play coming up. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Now it's third down and long. They would hate to waste this great field position. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. He's got it right near the end zone. And that football is out. A potentially game-changing play, but who's got it? There's the fumble.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
So it turns out that was a smart move by the head coach using the challenge. The officials overturned the previous ruling on that play. The pre-snap motion from the offense. They'll change the pre-snap look now. That player moved a little bit too early. It's a false start. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The offense sets up with a 1st and goal. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone.
What a call with a play action down inside the 5-yard line. Completely froze the defense. Their eyes were in the backfield, locked in on the quarterback. They lost focus on where he might be throwing the football, made it an easy read for the quarterback and a touchdown.
And the important PAT is up and good. We're tied in the 4th. Returner decides to fair catch this. Illinois sends the offense back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Moves the ball up to the 30.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Oh, he tosses it back. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. One of the biggest plays we've had so far. Third down, and the crowd really getting into it. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Lets it go quickly. He's got a man down the middle. They stop him at the 49, but that'll be a first down.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's third down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him.
Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. The 10. Touchdown, Illinois. And they'll claim the 4th quarter lead. Now they'll try to tack on the PAT late in this close game. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Offense makes its way on the field to get the drive started. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And then first down, right back to the running game. Solid game, moves the ball to the 37.
Well, I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
A gain makes it second and medium. Quarterback keeps the football. Solid game, moves the ball to the 43.
Man, every single time this guy runs the option, you're kind of like holding your breath, wondering if he's going to break a tackle or get out in the open field and use his speed. He picks up some yards here, but let's see if this defense can keep putting pressure on him and not letting him get out into the open.
Can they pick up the first on the ground? Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
You know, even though these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. Crosses the 10-yard line. Tackle is finally made, but it's down to the 28-yard line. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. This could be a dramatic finish, marching toward a tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. There's the snap, looking to throw the ball. And that's incomplete, even on a first down pass attempt. He felt heavy pressure.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. And he's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. Oh, and he doesn't hang on off the deflection there. He's going to bring up a 3rd down play.
Smart decision here by the defensive coordinator to go with dime coverage, get more speed on the field, extra defensive backs, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football for this quarterback.
This was a promising drive, but back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down.
What a touchdown here to pull them within one with under a minute to go. Conventional wisdom says you kick the extra point and you rely on your defense to send this game to overtime. But you could go for 2 to try to take the lead.
He does his job with the PAT, and this ball game is tied here in the 4th quarter. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. So the Illinois offense heads back out onto the field. Your worst-case scenario, you go to overtime. But can they make something happen to try to win it in regulation? Let's see. They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. And the offense will spend a timeout with 27 seconds remaining.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays. But the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Tries to get it to the running back. The throw complete to the running back underneath. And the offense will spend a timeout, stopping the clock with 22 seconds remaining.
Chris, I kind of feel like a coach right now because I'm always wondering why the angle route continues to be so effective when as an inside linebacker, all you're ever taught, all you hear about is don't let them cross your face.
If they want to go to the outside, it's okay. But inside, no. Can't have that happen, and it cost them.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, handoff inside. Breaks loose at the 40. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35. They're going quickly here. They need a few more yards to make this a more comfortable field goal attempt. And they'll go right back to him on first down. In the clear at the 25. Tackle made at the 21. This offense in great scoring position now.
And first down for the offense.
Illinois getting set with a 1st and 10 now. It's a toss play to the right. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And a timeout is taken with just 1 second remaining in the game. And a timeout is taken with just 1 second remaining in the game. So they'll settle for a field goal attempt here. So here we go. In the final seconds, 1 swing of the leg for the win. Coach electing to go for a field goal attempt. And it comes down to this, a chance to put his team in the lead in the final stages of this one. Long enough and good. And they've reclaimed the lead with that. Well, you love to see a game, Kirk, come down to the final possession. It was who's going to have the football last, and they were able to make plays and come out with a win.
Yeah, not only the final minutes, but the final drive. And that entire unit looked calm, cool, and collected. It was well called by their offensive coordinator, and this defense just couldn't stop them when they needed to.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. From Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.